Meet Ken Robinson. This is a TED star. Maybe many of you have heard about him. Because he gave a speech about education at TED 2006. And then when TED decided to put all the talks in the internet, his talk has been seen by millions of people. It's probably the most famous TED talk ever. He spoke about education in 2006 and he said, school killed creativity. And the world said, wow, this is terrible. They gave a child to us, and instead of helping and building, school are destroying. It's a terrible thought, but it's true, you know. And the interesting thing is that as the talk of 2006 was so popular, he was asked to speak again. So he came back this year. And I had the opportunity to meet him. You know, he is cojo. ¿Cómo se dice? Cojo. And it's interesting because you can really see. So he comes on the stage in this way. And you can really see that he had to fight against his own problems during his own life. And maybe this element made him so strong, so special, and so determined, you know, someone with a purpose. Ken Robinson has a purpose. What he said is, we are talking about climate crisis. Yes, we are in a climate crisis, clearly. But we have also another crisis, and that is the talent crisis. The world is so full of problems that we need the talents of everybody. But we're not using the talent of everybody. On the contrary, the majority of people go to work every day and hate it. They're not doing something that they love. On the contrary, they're not following any passion. In fact, they don't even know they have a talent. Many people believe they don't have any talent. So they endure their life waiting for the weekend. And this is a tragedy. And who's responsible for this tragedy? Who's responsible for this talent crisis? And he says, education. Because the schools are not doing anything really to dig in the person and make that talent come up. Because talents many times are not evident. They are not on the surface. They're like natural resources. They are inner, in the deep side of ourselves. So he says, how schools have many problems, but the most important of them is the idea of linearity. You enter in school when you're a little child, and if you do everything well, you go to college, then you come out and you have the skills to go to work. But it is not happening because life is not linear. Life is organic. And we discover our talents and the best of what we can be in a way which is not linear. So he says, today's schools are a manufacturing system. It's an industrial system. They educate children in bulks and go through a system which is always the same for every child, doesn't matter the kind of child, to reach a purpose in the end. No. He says we need to change that. We need to move from industrial system to agricultural system. We cannot predict what a child will be. We cannot work linearly. But we need, like in agriculture, to create the conditions in which this hidden talent can come out. And we need to change the way we design our curricula. And we need to do them in a way which is much more personalized and customized to the kind of children we need to educate. We are not in a factory. We are in a field. And we need to create the condition. He explained his ideas in a new book. This is not advertising. It's just a piece of useful information if you loved education, and you do because you're here. And his new ideas are now collected in a book called Elemento, which has been translated in Spanish. And if you love education, you have to read it. Thank you very much.